Hello and welcome to our channel NutureMite, where we provide informative videos regarding health and lifestyle. Please like, share and subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon for important notification and videos.
8 tips for teenage depression. Teenagers are moody. Absolutely. Fluctuations in hormones cause anger outburst, irritability, emotional hysteria, burst of anger, defiant behavior, and whippiness. So it's very difficult to tease apart teenage drama from legitimate depression and other mood disorders. However, it's worth the effect because depression and other mood disorders that begin in adolescence often become much more serious and difficult to treat as adult disorders. A 1996 study by the National Institute of Mental Health estimated that more than 6% of adolescents between the ages of 9 and 18 years old suffered from depression during the 6-month period of the study, and almost 5% suffered from the major depressive disorder. Moreover, many of the 20% of people who suffer from depression at some point in their lives have experienced depression as teenagers. So, here are few ways teenagers might manage their depression. First, get the right diagnosis. In his book Adolescent Depression, Francis Mark Montemore, MD, a psychiatrist at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, compares getting the right diagnosis of a mood disorder to discovering a piece of real estate in a prime location. In other words, swap the phrase location, location, location with diagnosis, 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 because it is by far the most important factor in trying to get help for your mood disorder. A proper diagnosis is the foundation upon which a treatment program is built. So, if you're starting with the wrong one, your attempts at getting well are severely jeopardized. Second, find the right doctor or therapist. The second most important thing you can do is to find the right doctor and the right therapist for you. Don't settle. If there is any question in your mind, then go for a second opinion. It takes energy, effort, and time, but so does depression and anxiety. They can rob you years of your life. If your psychiatrist or therapist is threatened by your seeking a second opinion, that's all the more reason to shop elsewhere. Because a good doctor will welcome another objective opinion and appreciate the homework done on your behalf. You may only need your doctor for a few months or a year, but it's good to think long term anyway. Would you feel comfortable seeing this person for a few years? If not, go elsewhere. Third, notice the negative thoughts. Can you hear your negative talking? I'm a failure. I should give up. He hates me. These thoughts manipulate our feelings so that what begins as a negative thought ultimately leads to real symptoms of depression and anxiety. However, the good news is that by merely recognizing them, we have won half the battle. Fourth, outsmart the brain. In her insightful book, Freeing Your Child from Negative Thinking, Tamar Chansky explains how, with some exercising, you can outsmart your brain. She explains the brain has two sides which respond to very different input. When we are afraid or confronted with a negative situation, circuits in our right prefrontal cortex are firing away, whereas in more positive situations, the action is in the left brain. The left prefrontal cortex is active when there is something safe to approach, whereas when the right side is buzzing, as with anxiety or negative thoughts, we avoid or don't approach. The goal is to create passageways, a bridge over troubled water to travel from one side of the brain to the other. The more practice switching perspectives, the more automatic the action will become, and over time, brain will learn to switch on its own. Fifth, eat mood boosters. Just as certain foods and drinks can lead to depression, processed white flour, sweets, caffeine, sodas, others actually lift your mood. Many studies have shown that omega 3 fatty acids are mood lifting agents that can alleviate depression. Some foods that are rich in omega 3 are oily fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, ground flax seeds, walnuts, and omega 3 fortified eggs. Vitamin B12 and folate are also important for mood. Some scientists believe that these vitamins create serotonin, which normalizes mood. Vitamin D also increases serotonin and can be especially helpful with seasonal affective disorder (SAD). Milk and soy milk are full of vitamin D, as are egg yolks and fish with bones. Sixth, quit the booze. There is one beverage that you must absolutely stay clear of: booze. Not only is it going to worsen your depression and anxiety, but it can actually alter your brain during the teenage years, making needless work for you later on in life. Mondimore writes, substance abuse in young people is thought to interfere with the brain's developmental process and may disrupt brain development in permanent ways that currently we can only guess at. For individuals undergoing treatment for mood disorders, getting intoxicated interferes with the therapeutic process to relieve depression or to stabilize mood. A simple way of thinking about this is that getting intoxicated depletes the chemicals and antidepressants are trying to boost. Seventh, sweat. Working out your distress quite literally by running, swimming, walking, or kickboxing is going to give you immediate relief on a physiological level because exercise increases the activity of serotonin and slash or norepinephrine and stimulates brain chemicals that foster growth of nerve cells. In fact, some recent studies have suggested that regular exercise can be just as effective as antidepressants to lift a mood and emotionally. Because by wearing a stylish sweatsuit and sneakers, we become the sergeant with a whistle, taking charge of our health and giving orders to our mind and body. Even if our limbic system, tummies, and thighs are in sorry shape and curse us for forcing them to move or do a sit up. Eighth, ask for help. Sometimes it's easier to approach someone outside your family because a parent wants to believe everything is fine and might not be able to face real problems. You should get the help you need by asking an adult that you know won't judge you but will find the appropriate resources.
Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon for important notifications and videos.